We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. A 16-year-old shot in the head in what is becoming a recent rash of crime impacting young people. Coming up, a closer look at the impact the crime is having in the city. As the city faces this crisis, the police department facing an officer shortage. We're going to look at the numbers and the impact it is having on the crime fight. And it has been just over 3 months since the Mayor Squeegee Collaborative took effect. We'll look at how it's working ahead of summer. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with breaking news. Earlier this morning, SpaceX's giant new rocket blasted off on its first test flight, but it failed minutes after rising from the launch pad exploding. Elon Musk's company was aiming to send the nearly 400-foot Starship rocket on a round-the-world trip from the southern tip of Texas. It carried no people, no satellites. That's the good news. SpaceX's first try to launch that rocket was called off on Monday because of a stuck valve in the rocket during fueling. Now to a city in crisis, yet another young person falling victim to the city's crime. Right now, a 16-year-old boy is in critical condition after being shot in the head. It happened last night in South Baltimore. Now it comes just days after 12-year-old Jalen Richards was shot and killed in South Baltimore. His grandmother telling Fox 45 News that leading up to his death, he'd been hanging out with an older crowd.
Big people that don't want to take charges and say you're a 12-year-old that you will come home. They still was dragging my baby to the streets because he was a minor.
Carjacking. They had him carjacking. These older children, Jalen don't know how to drive. He was just hanging along for the ride. And them older people had already got a catch on him.
My son's life ran out, like I said, to the streets of Baltimore City.
Well, tonight, members of the community will participate in a candlelight vigil to remember and honor the life of Jalen Richards. Already this year, 84 people have been killed in Baltimore City. As the community mourns the violence and the lives lost, the police department tasked with investigating the crimes is facing a serious shortage of officers. Olivia Dance brings us a closer look at those numbers. Olivia.
We're talking about staffing numbers for Baltimore police. Currently, the department is short nearly 500 officers, so they're stretched very thin. And former Deputy Police Commissioner Jason Johnson believes the city's crime crisis could get worse with the current shortage of officers.
We know that the number of uniformed patrol officers out there is not the only factor that's important in public safety. There are many others, but this one is critical. This one, I would dare say, is the most critical. It gets to the department's ability to immediately respond to a crisis.
While homicides are technically down this year compared to this time last year, the violence continues. Just last night, a 16-year-old was shot in South Baltimore, and later a man was found shot and killed in Southwest Baltimore. According to Baltimore police, total staff is about 2,115, which is down from just over 2,600 officers. So as of March 30th, the department is short 489 officers. The City Police Union president says that currently about 600 officers are assigned to the city's 9 patrol districts, with only 10 to 14 officers per district per shift on the streets. And Johnson says that Baltimore police have struggled with staffing for decades, and unfortunately, there is no easy fix. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
11:04. Here's our look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, city police are asking for help in a homicide investigation. They released video from a Sunday murder in Northeast Baltimore. You can see here a hooded suspect wearing all black chase the victim behind a home, shooting him multiple times. There is an $8,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the case. Anyone with information should contact Baltimore police. Trending number 2, the Maryland Science Olympiad returns this weekend, and some Baltimore City students are getting some local help. Check this out. Students at Johns Hopkins School of Engineering are helping out at Cherry Hill Elementary Middle School. The Science Olympiad is America's largest STEM competition for middle and high schoolers. Cherry Hill has one of 10 qualifying teams in Baltimore, 9 of which were mentored by Johns Hopkins students. Trending number 3, a major facelift is coming to the Uplands neighborhood in Baltimore. It is part of the city's plan to turn 63 acres of old housing into 150 new affordable apartments. It is phase 2 of a project designed to reshape the area. State leaders are hoping these types of developments can break the stigma surrounding affordable housing.
When we talk about redlining, when you think about urban highway programs, when you think about urban renewal programs, these have been layered investments and layered decisions that have over and over done damage to cities like Baltimore and communities throughout this state. And there's no other way to put it, that those are racist policy decisions of the past that have become cemented over time. And it's going to take our collective and deliberate action to undo those policy decisions.
The revamped neighborhood will also include more than 10,000 square feet of retail space. Trending number 4, the Maryland Jockey Club is hosting a hiring fair at Pimlico Racecourse. It starts at 1 p.m. this afternoon. Companies will be on site to share information with candidates about positions open for Preakness weekend, such as line and prep cooks, servers, buffet managers, tent chefs and supervisors, and host staff. Now, if food isn't your thing, there are still positions you can apply for, like unarmed security staff, transportation drivers, field crew, and project managers. Trending number 5, BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport has opened the first set of newly renovated bathrooms. It's part of a $55 million project. The bathrooms are more than 4,000 square feet and feature sensors that alert custodial staff when supplies need to be refilled. The additional 5 restroom sets in the improvement program are scheduled to be completed by the end of the year. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Well, still ahead, those with a sweet tooth for Haribo gummy bears are losing their minds after learning the flavor of the green bears. Do you know what they are? We're going to chat about it coming up. And singing sensation Taylor Swift with a swift business decision. Why she turned down a $100 million endorsement deal and how it could be saving her money. But first, Florida is expanding its Don't Say Gay bill, the new restrictions the state is putting on classroom curriculum.
And we're getting ready for a hot afternoon as temperatures reach the mid-80s. Our warming trend ends tomorrow as we approach record-breaking numbers. I'll let you know how hot it gets before the cool down coming up in my Weather Authority forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
.09 happening today. Filming of the movie Rust resumes more than 18 months after cinematographer Helena Hutchins was fatally shot on set. The filming will not take place at New Mexico's Bonanza Creek Ranch where the shooting happened. Instead, production is being moved to Yellowstone Film Ranch in Montana. The film is being completed as part of an undisclosed settlement reached between Baldwin and Hutchins' widower, who will now serve as an executive producer. Taking a look now at your social stream, Florida is expanding its so-called Don't Say Gay law. The legislation, House Bill 1557, officially titled the Parental Rights and Education Act, previously banned discussing sexual orientation and gender identity in preschool through 3rd grade. Now the Board of Education approved a ban on the topics through 12th grade. Here's how you're reacting. One person saying, as it should be, school is for academics, not indoctrination. Your sex life is your business. It has no place in the classroom. Another saying, imagine telling 17-year-old kids that they're not allowed to talk about themselves with their teachers or classmates. They get to vote soon, LOL. Taylor Swift apparently turned down a $100 million endorsement deal with cryptocurrency FTX. The singer reportedly questioned those NFTs as being unregistered securities and turned the deal down. Well, that's something celebrities like Shaquille O'Neal, Tom Brady, and Larry David didn't do. They are now part of a $5 billion lawsuit that accuses them of endorsing a fraudulent product. People are quoting Taylor's songs as they respond to this. One said, "I knew you were trouble." Another quoting a different song saying, "Yeah, she's the man." Well, today is April 20th, or 420. This date is a holiday for marijuana enthusiasts in the United States and around the world. Marijuana is still illegal under federal law, but some states have legalized it for medicinal or recreational purposes. Maryland is in the process of doing so. Come July, Marylanders will be allowed to possess 1.5 ounces of marijuana. Last year, voters decided to make it legal. The new law also allows Marylanders to grow 2 cannabis plants. It takes effect the 1st of July. Let's see what you're saying about that. Deborah, legalize it, tax it, give us all health care. And then we've got P. Simon saying, keep the federal government out of it. The states are doing fine with each passing laws as they see fit. Well, is chocolate still a favorite sweet treat? Why, a new study says maybe not. The other product that Americans are spending more of their money on. Plus, many drivers tell us they still see Squeegee kids at the same corners, despite the collaborative plan that should have put an end to it. Still ahead on Fox 45 Midday, why we could see an uptick soon. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:12 now on Fox 45 News Midday. (11:14). We are back with a live look outside. After a cool start to the morning, things are warming up. Stay with us. Coming up, meteorologist Jasmine Lomax will tell us when things will get really warm and when we could even break a record. It has been a little more than 3 months since Mayor Brandon Scott's Squeegee collaborative plan took effect. Today, we're looking into just how effective the plan has been. Shannon Lilly is downtown. She's got a look at the progress. Shannon.
Well, the mayor says complaints about Squeegee kids are down, some 73%. But we spoke with some people in the area who do say that they have seen more Squeegee kids out recently, all thanks to the warmer weather. In fact, on this very street earlier this week, despite these signs saying it's not allowed, Squeegee kids were out and cameras were rolling. Take a look right here at your screen. This was the scene just after 9 o'clock Tuesday night when 3 Squeegee kids were working drivers on President Street, even though President Street is now deemed one of the city's 6 no squeegee zones. And 2 weeks ago, our cameras captured these two Squeegee kids working the north end of President Street. That's just feet from the entrance to the city police department. An officer and a member of the city's African American Engagement Office arrived on this scene, telling the kids to stop their squeegeeing and urging them to return for help the next day.
They were being very friendly. They weren't being disrespectful, but they're not supposed to be there. And they'll be mentored. We'll have different entrepreneur speakers come in, teach them about entrepreneurship, teach them about financial literacy, and at the end of the day, they receive a stipend.
Now, since the city established these squeegee zones in February, police say officers have issued 29 warnings and no citations. And remember, squeegee kids must be given 3 warnings before they can be given a citation, and it appears so far that has not happened. Reporting in downtown Baltimore, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
If you have a run-in with a squeegee kid, we'd like to hear about it. Send us an email to news@foxbaltimore.com. Let us know where it happened and if you have video. Coming up on Fox 45 News at 4, another juvenile shot. The latest on what we know about a 16-year-old rushed to the hospital in critical condition last night as the youth crime crisis continues. Then at 5, we're hearing from family members of victims and from parents that have moved their kids out of Baltimore for their own safety. We're pressing city leaders on how they are addressing those concerns. And at 6, continuing our investigation into safe streets. The latest on what we're learning about the public safety plan and how your money is being spent. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. Trending today, a new report says Americans are spending more money on legal pot than they are chocolate. Sales of marijuana from dispensaries hit $30 billion last year. That is more than craft beer and chocolate combined. The report adds the rise in sales is due to more states legalizing recreational marijuana use for adults. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here. Now you're chuckling. Why?
Patrice, people are throwing down candy bars like, yeah, get out of here. Let me get 2 of those. Wow, Patrice, really?
Well, see, I took it a different way because I'm team chocolate. You know, I have not met chocolate that I don't like and want to eat it all the time. But my first thought was it would make sense that the weed costs more and so that is why. I mean, if I buy 1 chocolate bar, you know, I'm spending $2 versus however much you got to pay for the weed. I'm sure you're not getting that for $2.
See, Patrice, that's why you make the big bucks. Just like that. Just like that. Solved. You're right, Doug. You're right, because it was kind of weird. Like, you like chocolate, but you say, you're right, the money, spending more,
right,
not necessarily consuming more. Once again.
But it would seem that we would also see a rise in chocolate sales after you spent the money on this side.
Right. The munchie sales are up too, but it might not just be chocolate though.
Listen, the chocolate people need to get to these dispensaries and say, can we put a chocolate bar at the cash register?
Everybody knows, Patrice, it's chili Cheetos that you go for. I mean, for those people who indulge.
All right, I'm going to move on so everybody involved can keep their jobs. All right, Mark. Severe weather in Oklahoma where there were overnight tornadoes. For a closer look at the damage, let's go over to meteorologist Desmond Lomax.
Thanks, Patrice. Yeah, there were several tornado warnings across parts of Oklahoma yesterday. This image coming from Cole, Oklahoma, where there was a potential tornado. You can see the damage to that home in the background. Some of the tree limbs blown down. Just horrible damage there. Fortunately, a few fatalities reported from these storms in Oklahoma, and it's all part of a larger system, part of a cold front that's moving across the country. That's going to be our next weather maker. Fortunately, we're not talking severe weather, but we are talking rain, possibly storms, and much cooler temperatures as we finish the weekend. Right now, though, we're nice and dry with high pressure off over the Atlantic, and we've got mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures sit at 67 with light winds out of the south-southeast. Across the state, we're mainly seeing temperatures in the 60s, 70s. We are heading to the 80s this afternoon, and we're already seeing temperatures much higher than they were this time yesterday. It's been a very warm past few days, and that warming trend continues today and tomorrow. Highs reach the mid-80s. Then we're looking at the upper 80s and possibly the low 90s with potential record-breaking temperatures tomorrow. That's followed by a 10-degree drop in temperatures on Saturday as we get ready for that cold front and the chance for rain. Notice as we head into the afternoon, we stay quiet and dry. Then overnight, a nice and mostly dry start as we head into Friday. Once we make it into the afternoon, we're still talking dry weather with a few more clouds moving in. This all begins to change as we head into Saturday. We'll start the morning with dry weather and mostly cloudy skies. Then by the late afternoon, the rain moves in. At times, we could have areas of heavy rain, so if you have any plans, make sure that you're keeping watch on the radar. The cold front quickly moves across the state, and after midnight, we stay pretty dry. Sunday looks to be a mostly dry day, but we'll have much cooler temperatures following that cold front. Will actually be below average. So again, Saturday is the best chance for scattered showers, maybe an isolated shower Sunday morning, but the rest of the day looks dry. Today, high temperatures reach 84. It's going to be a hot one. As we head into Friday, higher temperatures are forecast 88 for the high, then 78 on Saturday with showers, 67 on Sunday, mid-60s on Monday. Then after that, our temperatures gradually start to rise into the upper 60s and possibly the low 70s. Back to you.
All right, Jasmine, thank you. Still ahead, owning a piece of the American dream is turning into a nightmare for some young adults. We're going to look at the barriers they say are standing in their way. But first, Twitter is making some big changes today. The latest push the company is making to get users to pay for the social media app. And Primetime is all new tonight on Fox 45. First at 8, it's Next Level Chef. At 9, it's Animal Control. And then keep watching for Welcome to Fletch at 9:30, followed by Fox 45 News at 10. 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:24. Don't miss this. A big recall for Ram 1500 pickup trucks. Nearly 132,000 of them built in 2021 are getting called back for a software problem that could cause the engine to stall. The grocery delivery company Instacart says there is one top-selling item that shows up in orders each week. According to the company's shopping data, bananas are the top-selling grocery item in the nation. The company says that last year, 1 in 4 orders had a purchase of bananas. So far, more than 1 billion bananas have been delivered through Instacart. Well, speaking of delivery services, Uber is announcing a new nationwide partnership with PetSmart. Shoppers can now order just about anything for their furry friends through Uber Eats and have it delivered. Look at those cute dogs. Well, the American dream may be just that, a dream. Nearly 3 in 4 people who want to buy a home tell Bankrate that affordability is their primary obstacle in purchasing one. According to Zillow, more than half of millennials and Gen Zers who don't own a home believe they would need to win the lottery to afford one. And speaking of the lottery, a Powerball ticket worth more than $1.5 million will expire soon. That ticket was sold in California, and if no one turns in the winning ticket by next Monday, the $1.5 million prize will go to California public schools. Time now for your lunch break. America may run on Dunkin', but Maryland runs on Starbucks. That's according to a new research study. Researchers with the website PriceListo.com is calling Maryland the 9th most Starbucks-obsessed state. According to the study, there are 332 Starbucks stores in Maryland. Oregon took the crown as the state most obsessed, followed by Washington and then Nevada. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News at midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on. Mark.
Thanks, Patrice. A man is being roasted online after admitting he told his wife she had to lose weight if she wanted to go on an overseas trip with him. We'll chat about his reasoning behind it coming up on Be More Lifestyle.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
What's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with lifestyle expert Josh McBride and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. Good morning, sunshines.
Hey, happy Friday,
Good morning.
y'all.
All right. Lady T's back. A man is being roasted online after asking on Reddit if he's in the wrong for telling his wife she needs to lose weight if she wants to travel with him. He says he's going to Japan this fall to teach, and he's worried his wife won't fit in. He writes, quote, I know Japan has a specific culture that looks down upon overweight people. He goes on to say he told his wife if she lost weight, she could go on the trip with him. Now, let me say this. It sounds terrible, right? But I will say my late mother-in-law went with a friend, and the friend was you know, a big woman. And it did cause almost like people stopping in the streets like she was, you know, something to watch. So, I mean, I'm not defending what the guy's saying, but Josh, I mean...
Toss it here first. No, we're not doing that.
No.
Toss it here first so we can talk
T.
about the representation
Lady
and how
T.
it matters, baby. Because, okay, it's giving Mike and Sheila vibes from Why Did I Get Married? And I don't like it, okay? What they need to do is make space for the plus-size beauties, which you're not going to do, okay? It's talk about how we need to lose weight so we can travel. Oh, no, we traveling, we plus-size, and we beautiful. So, baby, get on board.
That's right. And that's why, Lady T,
okay?
that's why she drives our ratings, because she brings the heat. Now,
Okay.
Josh, hard to follow, but what do you think?
No, with Lady T on this one, that bottle break over his head, Lady T, in that moment where she goes, "I hope he's dead." In that part, and the best. I mean,
Josh,
wait
put
a
up the
minute.
bottle for me, Josh. I almost pulled
Here
out
we go.
one myself.
Okay, so my full take. Divorce this man, number one.
Wow.
And number two, I'm so tired of men telling what women they can do with their bodies and what they should be doing with their bodies. And
Is Josh saying he needs to stay out of a woman's business? My goodness. Okay, Jasmine.
Yeah.
I
follow.
agree with everyone. I agree with everyone. And I mean, if you think that destination is going to cause so much controversy, then just pick somewhere else to go. Don't tell a woman that she needs to lose weight.
Let me just say this. He should have just not said nothing. Just shh. Okay, now we want you to tell it. Okay, would you ever ask your partner to lose weight? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, Twitter's legacy check marks are set to disappear today. Twitter originally said the check marks would go away on April 1st before moving the date for the change to April 20th. Today, profiles with free legacy check marks will need to subscribe to Twitter Blue in order to keep it. The Washington Post reports the process is mostly manual, meaning it could take time for all the check marks to be removed. Now, Josh, who has a real check mark, how do you feel about this, Josh, getting dechecked?
Mark, you did research for this show?
I stalk you. I mean, I do research.
Look, I am not going to be someone that purchases a check mark because I think that it makes it invalid. It makes it, you know, I like looking at a blue check mark to know that it is a valid, credible resource. And Instagram just did that, of course, where people can buy their own, which people actually don't know. You can look to see if someone actually has bought their own. Although my whole thing was, if you bought your check, I think the check should have been a different color to know that, okay, this person bought their check as opposed to a blue check where it's a credible source that I can trust.
That's a good idea.
Lady T, who also has 2 checks, they go away today, though. Lady T.
Listen, that's just a check that goes into my bank account. Okay, that is not. I don't have a blue check. I am not on that Josh McBride yet. Yes. I am trying to work my way up to that, but ain't nobody purchasing no blue checks. I don't even care. It's not that deep.
And Jasmine, who has a meteorological check, what do you think? I can't say the word, but what do you think?
I mean, I think it's just crazy. I'm not paying $8 to the richest man in the world for a website that's been working just fine before he took over.
That's
well
right.
said.
Come on.
Okay, those with a sweet tooth for, is it Haribo gummy bears? All we care about is the gummy bears. They're sounding off on Twitter after learning the green bears aren't apple or lime or even watermelon like mini candies. Instead, the green bears are strawberry flavored. Folks on social media are losing it. One person posting calling the police over whether the gummy bears are strawberry or apple. We do have some real issues in this world, but Josh?
I mean, am I the only person that just tasted just chewy, sugary. Like I didn't actually think there was flavors.
I didn't even know they were supposed to be different flavors. I really didn't know.
Well,
I thought it was just me. I was like, wait, they were all different flavors. It's not
right.
Skittles. It's terrible.
No.
It's terrible. Okay.
Well, guys, we ran out of time. We'll see you later in the show. All you guys later in the show. So great. And spring is here, and that means ditching our coats for cute new clothes. Coming up, a sneak peek of the season's hottest brands. But first, if you're spending more time outside in this gorgeous weather, and is it taking a toll on your body? Well, we got a great massager to show you how you can feel good with steals and deals.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
There are all kinds of reasons to have aching legs, but there's not a reason not to have a solution to ease the pain. Genevieve Gorder is here to help you find relief. What's up, Genevieve?
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
Well, you guys know that we're always looking for products that will help improve your life and just your overall health. This is one of those. This is Reathlete Air C Pro. Now, compression therapy was used by pro athletes and physical therapists for years. And now Reathlete, a brand you guys have loved, is bringing that therapy into your home. Here's how it works. First of all, you get comfy, and then you just simply slip on the leg sleeves and zip them up, and then you start the leg massager. These are rechargeable, so you can do this therapy literally anywhere you want. Compression therapy stimulates blood flow to increase healing. It happens faster. Maybe you just overdid it at the gym, or maybe you're recovering from surgery. Most often, you have to leave the house for physical therapy, which can be costly and time-consuming. These are also great for in-between therapy sessions to maximize treatment, and that means less time at the doctor. My husband had surgery, and these came in really handy for his feet. All you do is use the remote control and pick your settings, whatever feels good. Here's the deal. Do you really need an excuse to get relaxing leg massage? No, you can have one at home every day with this product. We're offering 33% off, you guys. So stop feeling guilty about taking care of yourself and pick one up today. And go to asadeals.com.
Spring has sprung, and that means we can shed our winter wear and move on to fun new fashions. Speaking of fun, here with a closer look at some spring must-have items. The expert, Josh McDoodle McBride, joins us.
That is me. That's the first time I've been called that. But yes, got some great new things that are out. Mark, I got to tell you all about them. First up, let's talk about changing your breakfast or on-the-go routine. Let me introduce you to Mason-Dixie Foods, a new brand to me, but I really just fell in love with it. Delicious, clean, comfort foods for all. They've got this great biscuit. Look at these biscuit sandwiches, the freshest daily quality, really high quality, unbleached flour. The cheddar one happens to be my favorite. You can grab it at Target and Wegmans. vitamins, something for everyone in the freezer section, but absolutely delicious. I threw mine in the air fryer the other day, and it was delicious. And I did like one of these like breakfast for dinner type of thing. So a delicious thing there. Next up, let's talk about skincare. You know, we're getting outside. We want to look fresh and we want to look glowy. This is Jergens. You probably know this one. This has been around for a long time. This is Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer. Here's why it's great. Giving you that flawless, natural glow skin, enhancing your skin's already existing radiance. So you're going to apply it daily. And it's going to, of course, enhance your skin tone. So they have two different types. They've got fair to medium and then medium to dark. Now, what's so great about it is in just 1 week after putting it on, you have this beautiful natural color. Right now, there is a deal. If you buy $20 worth of them, of the Jergens brand at Walmart, you will get a $5 Walmart gift card if you go to JergensGlowDay.com. Last up, Mark, something really cool. You're very familiar with the brand Febreze, but they are celebrating their 25th anniversary. I just say birthday. It's their birthday this year. I don't think that's it, but that's okay. That is it. Is that it? There it is. All right. Celebrating their 25th birthday. This is actually their Fresh AF, I'm not going to say collection, that they're coming out with to celebrate. What's so great about it is viewers can actually go and win this collection at freshasfebreze.com. This really cool streetwear collection. They also upgraded 2 of their existing formulas. Their Fabric Refresher, which is an upgraded formula itself, and then their Air Mist. It's called Air Mist now. There's an improved sprayer, but really cool that you can go and grab that and those streetwear collections at freshasfebreze.com. Some great stuff there, and really something for everyone on the table for spring.
Josh, you always lace us with great items. I'm tempted to get every single one. Thanks so much, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Now, still ahead, the Jonas Brothers are coming to Baltimore. Lady T is going to break down what we're going to learn about the show. That's coming up. But first, Kylie Jenner has a new man in her life. The Oscar-nominated actors she's been linked to coming up. And Lady T is back in the building. Look at it. And it's time to spill the tea. This Thursday, Lady T joins us right now.
Hey, Okay, fellow tea sippers. All right, y'all, listen up. Things are not looking good for actor Jonathan Majors. So the Creed actor is being cut from projects after more abuse victims allegedly came forward. Not just his ex-girlfriend. We're talking his driver may have had video proving that he did not strike his ex-girlfriend, actually, and that she was fine when she went to a club after their altercation. So a little messy there. But anyway, the driver's alleging that the woman actually attacked Majors instead. But despite all of that, y'all, these women are cooperating with the Manhattan DA's office, okay? His lawyer says the charges are false and that he will be fully exonerated. Now, he's set to appear in court on May 8th. I did hear that he may have been dropped from one Marvel project, but as of right now, it seems like we're all still good. But this is a lot. I thought this had settled down and that everything was going to be okay, but it just not with these more victims. I don't know. I don't know, Mark.
I heard he was dropped from the Otis Redding project, which I'm like, man.
Yes, he's been dropped from a couple of things, and I was really looking forward to seeing more of him. And now, with all this mess, I don't know.
And the Mark Clark project, he got dropped from that too.
He got hard to, okay. I figured. I was like, you got to part ways at this time.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right, up next, you guys, Kylie Jenner is back on the dating scene. Rumor has it she's dating Oscar nominee Timothée Chalamet. And after you say, let me explain, y'all. Okay, so Entertainment Tonight confirmed this relationship from a source. The source says the two are keeping things real casual. They're keeping things casual at this point, but neither have talked about this budding romance publicly yet. Kylie was at Coachella this past weekend with friends and not Chalamet. You can also catch Kylie on the front cover of Homegirls magazine. In her interview with Homegirls magazine, she talked about the misconception that she's had so much surgery done on her face. She says she's not insecure, and she said basically she's not the insecure person that everyone thinks that she is. But she admitted she did want full lips. The girl, don't we all? We all want those puckered lips. I feel you, sis. But this is a weird combination, her and Timothée Chalamet. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. And, how do you go from Travis Scott to Chalamet? I got questions, Mark. I got questions.
She likes diversity.
She likes diversity. I don't know about this one. Okay, questionable. All right, up next, because the tea keeps pouring, y'all. All right, so some great but surprising news. Did y'all know the Jonas Brothers are coming to Baltimore? Okay, we got a lot of great people coming to Baltimore this year. Nick Jonas, Joe Jonas, and Kevin Jonas announced 3 secret shows in LA, April 25th, Dallas, Fort Worth, April 26th, and then in Baltimore on April 28th, according to Live Nation. You want in? Well, you better register on Verified Fan by today at 1 p.m. That's like an hour from now, y'all. Y'all gonna get a code and you're gonna be able to access tickets, and that's how you'll be able to go to this Jonas Brothers show. Jonas Brothers, millennials, are we attending this? Because whoa, this is our generation. Well, I don't know, Mark. Are you
T, who's your favorite Jonas?
Okay, so, well, Joe is the one everybody's, going crazy over, I feel like. So I'm going to go with him, or, yeah, that's it.
I scribbled you in as a Joe Jonas person.
Did you not? Because he's fine. They're all cute, though. They're all cute. Wow. Especially the one that's with, Priyanka Chopra. But, yes, they're all cute in their own ways, I feel like. And, but this is a big up for millennials. I want to see who's going to actually attend it.
Who's considered the most talented Jonas?
I want to the lead one, the one with the biggest mustache and goatee, of course. Who else? I guess by the facial hair you can tell, obviously. But no, I'm definitely a Jonas Brothers fan. I remember them. Hopefully they hit us with some hits, but I'm trying to sneak in. I'm gonna sneak in and see if I can see this, okay?
Well, Lady T, good to have you back.
Thank you so much. That's it for the tea for today, y'all. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all gotta go sip on all that tea.
It's Friday Eve, and Mother Nature is making it a beautiful one. For a closer look at the best weather in America, let's go to meteorologist Jasmine Lomax, who also is I predict a Joe Jonas person.
I think I might go with Nick Jonas. But, they're all great. Okay. For our best weather today, we are staying right here in Baltimore, keeping things local. This is coming in from our very own Justin. A beautiful photo from this morning. You can see the sun just poking over the horizon. An absolutely stunning photo there. We have great weather on the way, and really the past few days have been great, but for those who've been waiting for higher temperatures, they are here. We're talking the 80s this afternoon. Now, right now, we're still in the 60s at 67 with mostly cloudy skies, but temperatures will quickly rise over the next few hours. We're mainly seeing those numbers in the 60s and eventually the 70s across the state. And this is much warmer than it was this time yesterday. So that's a sign of the warming trend that's been going on. And it will continue today and then tomorrow. 84 by the afternoon, then 88 for the high temperature tomorrow, approaching a record high After that, though, on Saturday, temperatures will be a little lower, and we have our next chance for showers as the next weather maker arrives. We're keeping track of this cold front moving across the country. This is what led to severe weather across parts of Oklahoma and several tornado warnings. That will make its way toward our area over the weekend, leading to showers and then cooler temperatures. As we head into the afternoon today, though, we stay dry and quiet. We'll have more sunshine. Then as we head into the day tomorrow, we start off mostly dry. We'll wake up to more clouds. Then into the afternoon, those temperatures reach the upper 80s and possibly the low 90s in some areas. That's followed by a dry start to Saturday morning. But by the late afternoon, the rain moves in ahead of that cold front. At times, there could be heavy rain and storms. If you have any plans, just make sure to keep watch on the radar. All of this does clear out by daybreak on Sunday as the cold front clears the state. Again, we're talking temperatures around 84 today, 88 on Friday, then the 70s on Saturday with rain, 60s on Sunday, 60s as we head into the work week. We're looking at cooler than average temperatures. Back to you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Nova Dental.
Hello, Baltimore. I'm with Dr. Dimitri Nova, a dental implant specialist where it is practiced Nova Dental, where every patient is a star. How are you, Doc?
I'm good. How are you, Mark?
So you've been on this amazing journey for quite some time. Tell me, how long have you been doing dental implants and what started this process?
Yes, so it's been a wonderful implant journey since 2006, so about 16 years. So earlier on in my career, I had a mentor who told me, stay curious and just keep improving. Plus, I hate cutting healthy teeth to replace missing teeth with dental bridges. And I don't like making dentures. Not a satisfying experience, neither for patient nor for a dentist. And like a grandfather of implant dentistry, Dr. Brennemark used to say, nobody deserves to die with their teeth in a glass of water. So it was only right thing with these advancements to bring this breakthrough technology to my patients. Plus, dental implants is amazing technology because it allows us to fix only what's broken by replacing missing teeth without cutting God-given natural teeth.
There are many competitors in the market. Some of them have big names. Now, what sets you apart from the other conglomerates?
We at Nova Dental have ethical concerns about some of the implant centers bullying people into losing God-given teeth when there's no calling for it and they're healthy. What comes across as a walk in the park is actually the last resort method, which leads to significant emotional and physical trauma. So the old saying applies here: if it ain't broken, don't fix it. If you have a mallet, not everything is a nail.
I've heard you mention the concept teeth in a day. Talk to us about that.
I would like to answer it with a story that happened to one of my patients. Her wedding was a few weeks away, and she took her pup for a walk when he began to chase something. She lost her balance and fell face first onto the asphalt. Ouch. This patient came to our office immediately and received 2 new titanium posts and walked out with the 2 new temporary crowns, which looks and functions like real teeth. This is a concept of immediate loading in dental implants using a leading high-quality German engineered implant that has unique features which allows us to use it in immediate fashion. The result of this unfortunate event is not dire thanks to the teeth in a day concept.
Just to confirm, this is for single and multiple dental implants, correct?
Absolutely. And isn't it amazing to have a technology and skills which allow us to give patients their new smile immediately and have them retain their quality of life.
So Dr. Nova, where can people find more information?
You can find us online on drnovadental.com, or you can call us at 410-363-6868 and schedule your complimentary consultation, and we welcome you at Nova Dental.
Awesome. Thanks so much. After telling his wife to lose weight if she wants to travel with him, he is now being grilled online. The reaction's coming up after the break.